shaped by mistakes grand and small. There's no remedy for remorse, memory's dark shadow, and no fleeing from the mind. As days turn into months and months into years, I remember. I remember until more than a century has passed. Soothing visions of boyhood innocence and my marriage have been my only salvation, wrapped round like a soft blanket to ward off the rest. Here in this house lies a way. Here's where I'm beyond the reach of harrowing war years. In the corners of my mind, I can find the soothing touch of my beloved wife, Ellen, my sister Mary's playful smile, and my little daughter Kara's pigtails flapping as she skipped toward me. It's there that I dwell. Now, after decades when nothing interrupted my solitary recollections, not even time's passing, everything has changed. A month ago, in the early afternoon, I heard two sets of footsteps, one heavy, the other lighter, clump on the porch stairs and then rustle through the fall leaves banked against the old screen door. My knees trembled and I couldn't find my voice. No one has approached my front door in over 20 years. Alarmed but a little curious, too, I floated in the hall near the ceiling as a key twisted in the rusty lock. Two strangers, a young man and a young woman, barged in, followed by their inquisitive black dog. I couldn't believe my eyes. What right did these people believe they had to enter my house? Where did they get a key? And both were dressed like hoodlums. He was clad in a collarless shirt with writing on it as though he was a poster board, and she was in long denim pants like a boy. To my mind, the only womanly touch was the silver ear hoops that peeked through her hair when she moved. This couple wasn't put off by the black snake that slithered from the sofa cushion and escaped up the fireplace chimney, or discouraged by the ribbons of faded wallpaper that rippled across heaps of crumbled plaster cluttering the floors. Nothing seemed to deter them. They explored each room, handled the books, used a letter opener to pry up the lid of the cedar chest safeguarding my sister's high-necked blouses and bustled skirts. They even pawed through the tattered blue handkerchief box that contains my medals from the Battle of Gettysburg 25th and 50th reunions. The dog flopped on the parlor rug, of all places, after making a ruckus about the snake and then sniffing every corner. I couldn't think what to do. My mind was blank. Stunned helpless by this invasion, I reeled back as though punched in the gut. The woman spread out on the dresser top the crumpled reunion ribbons of crimson and indigo, ornate with rectangular silver bars and gold medallions. She held up to the light the yellowed newspaper article describing how Confederate and Union veterans clapped one another warmly on the shoulder as if we'd shared some mutual rite of passage, nothing more. "Here, take a look at this," she said. The man's hand passed right through me as he reached for the paper, but he paid no mind. Finally, I found my voice and yelled at the top of my lungs. "What the hell are you doing here? Get out! Get out right now!" The woman only shivered and knitted her dark brows together. She looked momentarily annoyed, as though a horsefly had buzzed her ear, and then continued to rifle through drawers. There was no reaction from the man. I wondered if these interlopers were stone deaf, although no one ever seemed to hear or see me. It used to break my heart in the years after I passed, when my wife Ellen was still alive. I yelled again, "Don't you dare touch my things, or else!" But with no effect. I began to sense that threats would be useless. Panic clawed at my throat. Now these harbingers of doom invade every weekend, armed with mops, odd